do we get our sense of who we are? Where do we get our sense of what our life is about? Is it not from social mirrors, parents, siblings, teachers, leaders, the media, heroes, models? Isn't that possibly the case of a mistaken identity? Think about it. Ask yourself, where do I get my knowledge of myself? And what my vision in life is? What is it that I am really about? What is truly important to me? In Habit 2, begin with the end in mind, is a clear and powerful declaration that you are the guardian, the protector of your identity, of your future. In essence, Habit 1 is the awareness that you are the programmer. It's the budding awareness that the best way to predict your future is to create it. Habit 2 decides what your life is about, and everything would flow from that. Every decision, large and small, would be a function of that. Not only what your identity is, but what your purpose is. What is your vision of what your life is about? You are the programmer, then write the program. Now, another interesting thing about life is that it is always created twice. Always. Whether you take conscious control of the creation or not, you'll get your definition of yourself and of your purpose, your meaning, from the social mirror. So it was already done. Or perhaps you'll get it from the social agenda of people that are pressing upon you now. Or perhaps you'll get it from the mentoring of your childhood, or the mentoring of your first leaders in business, your first managers, or your teachers in school. The first creation is an intellectual creation. The first creation is of the mind and of the spirit. The second creation is a physical creation. This building that we're in now was created in every detail before the earth was touched. If that was not the case, the price of the building doubled because of expensive change orders. Anyone want to share your experiences with expensive change orders? Why they came about? Okay.
I'm in the restaurant business, and we build a lot of restaurants. We built a restaurant a year ago that had severe access problems. We didn't plan in advance. We let external forces drive our decisions, zoning, the city, etc. And we've got a situation there where we've got a $600,000 restaurant, nobody can come in or leave.
Now, in a sense,
the food is good.
Great food, but people just can't get access to it. But really, you can get your mind so focused upon, say, the pressures that you're under, political, civic, community, and get so kind of embroiled in that battle that it starts to dominate your consciousness. And then that begins to shape your whole approach.
Now we've gone in and worked with people, and we've taken the time and the planning necessary to make a change, and it's going to cost, $40,000, $50,000 to make that change, but in order to make the return on the restaurant, we've got to do it.
I think you can see the applicability of the idea to any field of endeavor, really. I have a friend who's an orthodontist. I have paid his mortgage for the last 25 years. Because all our kids have my teeth and my wife's mouth. Dick, how do you do this? He said, first, I get a clear image of what that mouth should look like when I finish. Every decision is governed by it. Just like the construction person comes right onto the site, the first thing goes to the blueprint. The blueprint is all based on the artistic rendering, what the place should look like, see? How many here have ever done jigsaw puzzles? How useful is it to have the end in mind? I find that the key is to begin with the end in mind. This is so basic with organizations. The fundamental reason, the root reason why organizations are so split is they do not share a common vision. Do you want to have an interesting experience? Just go to your family tonight and ask them. Be sincere. They'll think you flipped out for a moment, wondering where you're coming from, but say to them, in one sentence, what is the purpose of our family? And then write down what they say. Just read the different purposes. What is the purpose of our marriage? What is its essential reason for being? And then when you go to your organization, to your work, ask the first 10 people you meet, bring out your trusty clipboard and just say, I'm doing a little survey. Could you help me? One question. What is the purpose of our organization? And then you work with a small work group. What is the purpose of this work group? What is the purpose of the board of directors? What is the purpose of this executive committee? What is its essential role? What are its high priority goals? My friends, I have done this scores of times, even with the executive cabinets of companies in the Fortune 100 classification. Big companies, sophisticated organizations. And in almost all cases, the top executives are absolutely chagrined, embarrassed. They cannot believe the different descriptions that are being given as to purpose, as to vision. You think, what's going on? I mean, really. And you could have a mission statement on the wall, or on little plaques on their desks, or in their wallet, or purse, or whatever. It is not central to the culture. The whole organization cannot begin with the end in mind. What if everybody participated in the use of their proactive capacity to create that vision and to participate in it and to create it over a period of time to where they really feel it? That is our vision. We share it together. To begin with the end in mind is the most important decision. And you know, this applies to every field of human endeavor. If you don't take charge of the first creation, it will be done for you, even for you personally. And you could live your whole life based upon a very limited, straight-jacketed notion of who you are, based on a few social mirrors, and have never unleashed the talent, the unique gifts that you may have been given.